In this week's video, as promised, a second version of my mental health video. So I take you along on how things have changed, or maybe not, in the past months. And also how Manu has helped me with that. So grab a drink, because now a lot of talk is coming up. Hello and welcome to the mental health video 2.0, let's call it like that. If you haven't seen the first one, maybe it's good to check that out too. It will appear somewhere here in the corner. Yeah, I think it's a good point now to talk a bit more about it, because I still feel that things are changing for me. Yeah, especially now with Manu also in the little family of two now. We definitely can learn something from each other, I guess, because he can learn new tricks and commandos and new adventures with me, like sleeping in the roof tent what we did before. But he also teaches me to have more patience, as I thought I was really patient, but with him he tests me sometimes, because if we go out on a walk and he wants to sniff and wants to stay on one place a bit longer, I think, come on, we have to go. And then he is with his paws like, no guy, we stay here. So I try to really give him the time to sniff, for example, and so he can be like a dog and not be, ruled by a human. Of course, that's what's happening, but I think that he also needs to have his own will and really has to use that too, and I have to respect that. As you can see behind me, it's really autumn also, so we have really nice colors now here in the forest. Actually in Sollefteå it's really foggy today and even raining, but I drove here like 20 minutes and it's really nice. I didn't expect it to be that good weather actually. But to continue a little bit more, like I told in the earlier video that I did about this topic, is that I've hit some things from the past with my dad, for example, that because my parents got divorced when I was around 5 or 6, and that left some scars actually that I didn't knew of. Of course I knew there were scars, but I didn't know where they're coming from. I just see how I react with other people or with situations. And recently, I think about 2 or 3 months ago, that really came up, like where this is coming from, which sorry Dad if you watch this, but it's coming from him leaving me and my mom behind actually, which definitely left some marks that I still carry, but really trying to solve it within myself, because it's something I need to do myself. I forgive him for the way he acted in that time, and I cannot change his behavior, so I can only focus on my own. So actually with that I start journaling and writing things down that I every day feel grateful for, but also if I feel struggles, or sometimes it's just like a nice message that I write for myself, and sometimes it's a bit more of a mixture of feelings. And I always try to answer one question a day that I just find online, so to get some structure in everything, and actually also do some healing with this journaling. And why do I, for example, record this in nature? Because I think still nature gives me a lot of peace in my head and my body, in just calming down the system. Like going out with Manu, for example, I have to do that what is it, at least 3-4 times a day, and it's not always like a long walk, but 20-30 minutes most of the times, which is really nice that I have him to he's walking around here, of course, so that I have him to take me out, even if it's bad weather or also with nice weather, of course. And I really am thankful that he came into my life, so I just go more out. Of course, I already go out a lot, but this is now really different because I always take him. We have some time together, or we play around, we train a little bit, go out with other dogs, so he can socialize. So yeah, I still think that nature is really, really healing, and being surrounded here by so many trees and not so many people is really, I also talked about this in the other video, but really helpful for me to calm down. And I think the people that I met in the, shall we say, last half year, I really think that most of them are also thinking the same as I do, and also are a bit more in the spiritual world. And I also feel a bit that I have opened up for that, which is really interesting, I must say. And yeah, I'm really grateful for things that happen in that way, because I've never experienced it before, because I think just your mental state is closed off if it's overstimulated all the time by people or traffic or you name it, everything that happens in cities and busy places. And I think here you get stimulated more by trees and nature, like birds that are singing, the wind that blows through the leaves, just sounds of nature, which is really, really different than city noises. I would say that is noise and this is a sound. And I think sounds are better than noises. Yes, I'm really grateful that I can go out as much as I want to here. No, okay, not as much as I want to, maybe. There's also work. But besides that, I can just enjoy nature with Manu as much as we can. He also is really like inside, really calm, laying on his bed or on the sofa. And yeah, then I also feel calm because he is calm. Or maybe we give that energy to each other. So he is calm because I'm also calm. And if we're out, then he's a bit more active, and I also am a bit more playful, I think. Yeah, overall I think nature and being out there is really powerful in bettering your energy, I guess. So we can definitely learn from each other, help each other in being more calm, as he is not now. Come. Oh, there's too much to explore here. Yeah, so we can definitely, I guess, just help each other, like I said, in calming down and feeling more relaxed, but also be more playful and explore new things in the beautiful Sweden, which I'm really thankful for, that we have crossed paths and can have a strong bond, maybe just make each other's life much better and more fun and also more meaningful. Yeah, what I also can say about moving to other countries is really something that changes your whole mental system, or your whole, how do you say that? Yeah, I think just mental system. And now after being here for 1.5 years, I can really say that I'm landed in Sweden. Of course, not everything is perfect, but yeah, I guess life is never perfect. So yeah, there's loads of things that still happening or have to develop or have to be better. But the basis is really good, and I really feel connected to Sweden, also to the place where I live. Sollefteå is really beautiful, the area is really nice. I really feel like this is a good place to stay, at least for many years, maybe forever. That's something that time will tell. But for now, this is definitely a good spot to be. And also, if I see for my mom, she's really happy to be here, and we have amazing people around us. So that's really valuable of just enjoying life here in Sweden, in Sollefteå. In the previous video, 2 people asked a question about this mental health situation. If my mental health is still improving, I would say yes. But I guess if you listen to what I had to say before, you can really hear that already. And the other one was if there's so much noise in the city, or where yeah, I live now. Now I would say, yeah, there's of course noise, and yeah, these younger kids with their APAS, which is like, he doesn't like this, which is like a modified cars to a two-seated car with loads of speakers. But yeah, I think yeah, the youngsters have to do something here, so that's what they do here. But yeah, I think that's the most noisy thing around here. For the rest, it's really quiet. Even in the city, yeah, you hear cars and you hear sometimes people. And when there's a festival or so in the summer, of course you hear something about that. But yeah, I guess that's it. For the rest, it's just nature, silence, peace. Yeah, so with all of this said, I can only maybe close this video off with giving some advice. At least from my point of view, I think it's really good to talk with people that are, yeah, like-minded as you are, feel a bit in the same way as you do, and are open for hearing your story without that they judge you or have criticism towards what you're telling them, or like an opinion. Because if you talk yeah, out of your feeling, I think nobody is allowed to say something about that. At least that's my opinion, because I really think that a feeling is a feeling from someone personal, and you can only accept that feeling and maybe help that person with some tips, or just listening sometimes already can really help. Yeah, for yourself, what you could do is maybe like starting a journal or do some meditation. I don't do that, but maybe in the future that can happen too, because there's a lot of new things that I'm open for. Yeah, let's see about that. Yeah, I think these two things can really be helpful, like writing things down for yourself, like I also did for my dad, for example. I even sent him the letter that I wrote. I'm not gonna go into details about that. I did that just because I needed to write him that and let him know how I feel. Now that's about 2 or 3 months later, and really feel a bit calmer around this whole situation. So I guess these are things that can help. I hope at least it can help you if you have struggles from the past or from now, or yeah, and just try to go out in the nature, take some moments for yourself. I really think that's super powerful, and really something we all need in this world that we are living now. Do that, I would say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video could help you in whatever way. If not, I hope it was interesting to listen to a bit of my journey here. I'm gonna see you next week. For now, I want to say thanks for watching again, and see you next week.